What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Cornhuskers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
The sweet feet buy a little time. Lets it fly. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Lowers those pads. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, in a Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
To throw, it's Sayin. Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense changing the play. Lost to throw again. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's his second big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Barney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. There's the pressure. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he
defense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Key. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it. First down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Smith. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic? Well, we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Off play action. A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after
defense is called, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot that led to a wide-open receiver.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. He might want another play. A design run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Fresno State is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Key. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach an improvement in his sophomore season?
A lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense. Great field position.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. It's complete to the right. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. The play action fake. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's loose. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll go to the counter. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it makes the play. It's intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Raiola. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And you don't see that often when you're running the screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. Okay? It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Sayin. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. Can't get into the all by himself down the middle. Wide open spaces. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Come on, defense. You cannot let this offense run the dive play and hurt you like that. Up front, we got to do a better job staying in our gaps, and linebackers have got to be able to get off of blocks and make tackles.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's St. Clair. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
Let's go. Okay, ready?
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Set.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long.